Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. I went and got the bulk rail unloaders. So we have those here now. Those have been automatically placed by the bots in the correct position, and it looks like they are all wired together as well, which is very nice. So we're going to change this to read coal. Pardon me. We already named the station. So I think this is pretty much all set as soon as we power it up. There we go. And then we'll have to bring that over as well. I think I will run this through a balancer just to make sure that these unload evenly. Okay, and then let's do our setup here. So, as usual, one train, provide threshold we set to a very high number so that we never provide anything. Request threshold will be 16,000, which is a full train. And the minimum train length is 12. And we will request 2 trains worth of coal. Okay, and then we have to connect it, otherwise nothing will happen. So let's do that. Connect. There we go. Okay, and now I have another logistics slot, which will be very nice. I don't think there's really any more research that I'm super interested in getting. We've got as high as we can go with mining productivity until we have space science. Actually, I guess inserter capacity bonus would be good. Let's get the last level of that. And then we could also do the braking research. Okay, so I want to see, here goes the train. I want to see how, wow, it fills up really fast now that we've gotten some upgrades. I want to see the path that this train takes since it can now enter from either side. I suppose it's just going to go straight up, which it would do even if this was the other kind, but at least this way we'll be able to verify that all the signaling is correct. It should be. And then when it exits, it ought to make a left turn when it comes out. Okay. Yeah. Nice. Whoops. Okay, now why don't I see anything here? 15,000. Okay. Oh, this is connected to the wrong side. Actually, let's do this to make it a little bit cleaner. There we go. 15,000. 15,008. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's because some of it has come out. All right, so let's put our balancer here. So we're going to want the 8 to 8. There we go. Flip that around. Okay, perfect. All right, so now we have coal. Let's set up the acid. Okay, I'm going to need another tank. So let's go get another tank real quick. And I think while I am in the main base, I'll set up a little something that we can make those large tanks automatically. We can put it right here, I suppose. And now that we have bots, this will become much easier. All right, so we'll make, I don't know, we'll make 20 at a time. Okay, so we need steel, and then we need storage chests. So we can put a requester right there, and we'll request the regular tanks, which will come from there. And I could also clean all of this up by putting requester chests on these over here. Okay. All right, so the tanks are going to go, whoops, like that. Actually, I need to move them one more tile so that we have room for the pumps. Like that. And I'll use, no, I guess I don't really need a substation. Okay. Okay, so here we're going to be requesting petroleum. And we're going to request 100,000. And we'll put the request threshold to 50. Is that negative? Yeah. Okay, request threshold is 50, which is a full train. Whoops. Yeah, provide threshold. Very high number. I'm not going to bother with train length because we only have one length of fluid train anyway, so it'll always choose the right train. I think that's all I need. Okay, so let's hook this up. And then we'll connect that one. All right. And then we'll be getting acid coming in soon. Actually, maybe I will do a substation here in the middle. Okay. That way I can put my pumps here and they'll be powered up. And I think I'll have them there for symmetry. Okay, here comes the train. Petroleum delivered, and off it goes. Okay, great. And then we'll put our counter. Oh, and we need to wire these in. Don't want to forget that. Okay, and then there. And this is going to be for petroleum gas. Okay. So we've got everything that we need to make plastic. So let's not waste any more time. And let's go out and actually make some. All right, so Ah, you know what? These have to be chemical plants, don't they? Okay, so I can make 4 of them now, and then I'll need to go back for more steel, which I stopped requesting for some reason. Okay, but at least we can get the general layout done. All right, this is the middle, so I'll start here. So we'll do something like that. All right. And then let's see. We need to have beacons no more than 2 squares away. Because 3 would be too far and it wouldn't hit it. So they have to be like this, right? Except they're going to be offset. Something like that. Okay, so that means we can have... Let's look at express belts. 0.063 per machine on the input. Okay, so 4 is 1/8 of a belt, so that means we can have... Well, 4 is 1/4 of a blue belt on the output for plastic. Okay, so that means we can have 8 of these per blue belt. And then we'll be using half a blue belt of coal. So we can use red belts to feed the coal. All right, and then we'll need to make sure that we have room for inserters. So I think we'll feed in the petroleum like that, and then we can have inserters in the empty spaces there. And then we'll do inserters on the output. Every second one can be a near inserter. And there, we'll feed it like that. And then that'll give us room to put a substation in the middle and a light. Now, I don't know if I want to do substations every one. I'll see if I can stretch it out a bit. Okay. Should we do train, research speed? Neither one of those are terribly important right now. So I think I'll just do some more long reach research. That'll give me more benefit now than the other stuff will. Okay, so let's go back and get more chemical plants. So those are plates, gears, circuits, and pipes. We need to automate these because we're going to be using a lot of them before too long. All right, so we'll just go ahead and actually let's try to respect the way that we're lining these up. There we go. Ah. Okay, so we can get steel from there. I can get gears from both sides there. And then I need green circuits. Oh, and look how lucky we are. I've got pipes right there. Awesome. Okay, and then I'll limit this to, I don't know, 100, I suppose. I think that'll be 2 stacks. Okay. So let's add our blue logistic components. We'll add some chemical plants. 10. Do they only stack in 10s? Yeah. That's weird. Okay, so I'm going to need 16 total. Well, I want more than that, but we can get started with 16 total. We can completely build out one setup. One production unit, I would say. And if I'm not going to use my train, I should probably send it back. No, I'm going to leave it there. I'm probably going to need it. Okay. All right, so let's copy this. And then let's see if we can cover this. No, we can't. All right, so I do need... We'll have a lot of overlap on the power coverage, but that's not such a bad problem to have. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? And let's go ahead and actually this first one can be just a belt. All right, but let's go ahead and upgrade this to blue now. We might as well. And then the output can be regular belt. Okay, and then I'll copy this whole thing and put another one right next to it. I think that's aligned. Yep. Like so. Okay. So this is already going to be a lot more plastic than I'm making in the starter base. Okay, and then I've got 8 lines of coal coming, so I suppose we should just go ahead and make 8 of these, right? So there's 2, 1, 2, 3. There's 4. So 3, 1, 2, 3. There's 6. And then I need 2 more. 1, 2, 3. There's 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. Okay, so I need 50 chemical plants, more or less, and a bunch of blue inserters, which I will get when I go back. Okay, so let's go get that stuff, and then we'll come back and finish this up, and then we'll be cranking out plastic at heretofore unseen rates of production. Whoa, that was weird. My system, I don't know if you saw it, but my system hung up for about 1/3 of a second there. That caused me to panic. I'm going to save just to be safe. Okay. All right, and I've got 42. I'm going to wait till I have a few more of these chemical plants Get rid of some of this extra stuff. I don't need to carry filter inserters around. I can make those when I need them. Okay, 46. Yeah, I might as well just wait for a couple more. What are these waiting for, by the way? Let's upgrade this to a faster machine. Okay, I should have enough now. All right, so this is pretty exciting, and then once we get plastic taken care of, then we'll be able to start making red circuits. And when we have red circuits, we can start to make blue circuits, and when we have all of those, we can start making science packs. What? Ah, geez. Okay, 5, 6. Handcrafting, here we go. All right. Well, while we're waiting for that to get done, let's start running these belts. I think it'll be quicker if I do one direction at a time. It would be even quicker if I could avoid putting the belts in the wrong place. Let's see. Down 1. Down 1. I really suck at this. It's rather frustrating. I know I've said this before, but that's why I can't play first-person shooters anymore. I used to love first-person shooter games. Back in the day, I was really into Unreal Tournament. That was my favorite game. That was the first game that I really spent a lot of time playing. Was Unreal Tournament. Okay, so we got the coal. Now we only need the acid. So I think what I'll do is, well, first of all, let's figure out where the last of our beacons is going to go. Right, so that beacon, this would be the last of the beacons. All right, so this is where I suppose the first of our acid lines could go. So what I want to do is bring down 2 lines. So I'll feed 4 with one line and 4 with another. And actually we can check to make sure that that's going to be enough. So if I select half of the machines, items per second, yeah, I need 800 per second petroleum, which we should be able to deliver with a single pipeline. Okay, and then that goes there. And that goes there. We can actually remove the last of these undergrounds here. There we go. And the rest we'll need to keep. So here I'm just making room for the pipes. All right, and then we can Copy, no, let's try it again. We can copy that. So that's 2, 3, 4. Let's get rid of that thing. And then this one will be 1 tile higher. Okay, yeah, and this one I don't need the underground for. There. And off we go. And look at the petroleum drop. Man, it gets eaten up very quickly, doesn't it? I think, wow. That's almost 1 train load gone. Yeah, if we consume 800 a second, no, we're going to be consuming 1600 a second when all of those are running. I might need another train. Okay, so we got that long reach done. Yeah, it looks like we got 1 more level of that stuff that we can do. I might need to bring in another petroleum train, because this is gonna get depleted amazingly quickly, and then we'll end up with a lot of traffic. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's set up a second one of these. Okay, I'm gonna need all of that except for that part. All right, and it'll have to go right there. Let me get rid of the power pole. And I'll get rid of that light. Let's put that down again. Oh, yeah. Actually, we'll have to do that. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. All right. Yeah, let's make an LTN station. And we immediately get a request. All right, so this one we're going to call Plastic 1 Petroleum B. And then this one we'll call Petroleum A. Okay. Yeah, and this actually worked out very well in terms of the fit here. So what I'll do is we'll continue to use this one to feed this first line. I don't know that we need 2 pumps. Actually, we don't need 2 pumps. 1 pump will be fine. 1 pump will be enough. Okay, and then over here, we'll put the other pump. Okay, and I need a signal there, right? Oh no, I don't need one there. Oh yes, I do need one there. Yeah, I need one there for that chain signal to work. Wait a minute. First time. I'm surprised I've made it this long. And my last autosave is before I set that up. I think if I continue, I can go back and get my stuff. Yeah. All right. I'll just continue and then I'll go back and loot my corpse. That way I won't lose this work that I've already done. Okay. So this is where it all started, right here in this very spot. Okay, and I want to get out of the logistics network before bots start bringing me all kinds of stuff that I don't need. So what I'll do is I'll run down to the oil patch and I'll have my train go and meet me there. Because if the bots start bringing me all this stuff, then my inventory will fill up and I already have most of that stuff on my corpse and it'll get, you know, I'll get overloaded with junk. Okay. Here comes my train. Okay, so let's go to plastic. I didn't make a passenger station, so I'll see if I can add one at some point. Nice. Looks like I did the signals just right that time. Okay, so we can take plastic off the to-do list. We have to make steel as well. I forgot about steel. Okay, so now I think I can go over here and mine my corpse to get all my stuff back. Yeah, there we go. So I'm just right-clicking on it. And it looks like it gives you about 15 minutes to come and retrieve your stuff. I think you can also just open it and like a chest and grab everything out of it, but there we go. Okay, so I think I have everything. Oh, okay, not quite everything. I guess it didn't equip the armor first. Okay, yeah, so now the corpse has disappeared. Oh, we gotta get rid of this pistol and this crappy ammo. Put that gun there, put that there. Put that there, put that there, and put that there. All right, good. So, sorry about that. Okay, so now the next thing that we need to do is bring all of this down and load into a train, which is going to be right here. So before we quit today, actually let's space this 2 away just so that we're consistent with all the other stations. All right, so we'll have, like we said, we're going to use 141 trains for plastic. It should be enough to handle the volume that we have. Okay, and I am going to load these. I'm going to load the silos using loaders. Plastic stacks in 100, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it does. Let me get that out of auto trash. Okay, so since it stacks in hundreds, one train would be 4,000 or 4 slots. So I'm just going to limit these to 8 slots. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we don't need to fill these up completely. All right, so I'm going to send my train away. Oh, is my plane up here? Yeah, there's my plane. Okay. Yeah, so I'll send the train back to the base because I don't want to start loading my train full of plastic. There we go. As always, we need to wire this up to the station. We need Nixie tubes to monitor our inventory level. Okay, and then we need power. There we go. All right, so we've got 115. Okay. Do I need a balancer here? I think I should have one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like it's about in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to upgrade that to blue. All right, and this is why I don't have to. This is why I don't have to carry the splitter blueprint book. Oh no, this can. Yeah, this has to be blue. 2, 3, 4. Right. Oh no, it's got to move. It has to move because we need more space for beacons. So let me just copy that. Get rid of that. And then let's space out. So, right, it has to be out at least this far. Okay, so then we'll have 1, 2, 3. Well, I'll just make it 4. So that's where our splitter has to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, approximately in the middle here. That looks about right. Yeah, so it has to go right there. And that should give us enough space to load evenly into those things. Okay, and then this one, that was almost fortunate enough. Oops, there we go. Okay. And then these two will go over here. I'm going to leave one tile for the loader, which I have yet to place. Okay, can I make 8 loaders? Yes, I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then I just do that. And there we have it. Get rid of the excess coal that I had picked up. Okay, and these are filling up. You know what? I didn't take into account. This is only half a belt on the output. I didn't take into account the modules. So let's take a look at that real quick. All right, so compute by factory, let's do 8. And let's fill them with productivity modules. And let's load them up with beacons of speed. 8 on each one. And let's look at it per second. That's going to give me 118.3 per second, which is way more than that's way more than a single blue belt can handle. So I might need to cut this back. Seriously? 3 of these can fill a blue belt. Okay, so we'll probably have to end up scaling this back pretty significantly once I add the beacons. Scaling it down will be easy to do. So I'm not going to worry about that too much now. Yeah, I don't know where I went wrong there. Obviously, I miscalculated something. But anyway, like I said, it'll be very simple. If we have to scale it back to 2 or 3 per unit, then that's very easy to accomplish. We just remove stuff. We'll need fewer modules and fewer beacons, and it's no big deal. Actually, let's see. Yeah, and that would be 17 coal, which would still be less than a red belt of coal. Yeah, so I guess I'm only going to need 3 of these. So should I remove? No, I'll leave the rest of these for now. Reason is that, you know, if we needed more later, we could always do something like this. Right? Remove that underground. So we could have the first 4 go on this belt and the second 4 go on that belt. So we could, with the same layout, we could extract another 8 belts worth, and we could add another loading station somewhere. We wouldn't be able to put it here. Well, we could if we, yeah, you know what we could do is we could You know, we could do something like this. And we could have a second loading station right there with another 8 blue belts coming in. But I don't think I'm going to need that much plastic. So we'll see how it goes. And then if I need to cut it back, I'll cut it back. Once it's fully moduled, it is going to use a lot of electricity. So I don't want to just have a ton of excess capacity that I don't need. A little bit is fine. But if you overdo it, then you can end up... That's not right. Why isn't this requesting more? That's hooked up. That's hooked up. This isn't requesting more either. 100,000 petroleum gas. And the requests... Oh, I know why. It's because we don't have enough petroleum. Right. That's why there's no train being scheduled. Once we have 50,000 here, then they'll get scheduled. But until then, that will not happen. So that's fine. Again, there's plenty of room for expansion here, and that's going to be beacon to module 2. So we'll once we get everything set up and we can start running the factory and doing some significant work, then we'll start working on balancing things out, scaling up certain parts of the base, you know, duplicating, you know, for example, when I need more iron or copper, I'll just be duplicating these rather than expanding them. We'll just add additional production cells and expand in that way. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.